Hello!
Hello!
Welcome to episode 2 of
Big Damn Heroes! Big
Yay!
Damn Heroes!
Big Damn Heroes! Big Damn Heroes!
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah.
That's still our temporary theme song. I mean, it is quite beautiful, so we might just record that and release it as a single and get rich. But
Look forward to that. This episode we'll be discussing anime.
yes,
Yeah,
anime, which
anime.
is Japanese animation.
Japanese cartoons for you Westerners.
Yeah, for our parents anyway.
Yeah. So we're talking about favourite animes, etc.
What were our first animes?
Yeah.
Whether we prefer anime or manga or mangoes, as I've written down.
Yep.
What kind of things we watch, what we didn't really enjoy, and maybe some recommendations.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So
Have fun.
Fun times ahead. So
Yay!
let's start. What's our favourite animes then?
Okay, well, my favourite anime is Naruto. The Naruto Shippuden, though. The first Naruto, the first part, I didn't enjoy quite as much as the second one. But, you know, many people will probably hear me say Naruto and think, oh, it's terrible. But there's a lot of, nice moments in it. It's got beautiful music. There's the brilliant thing where all the villains, you learn about their past. They do a really good job of kind of humanizing the villains in a sense that you can see their motivation for why they're doing these terrible things. With most of the villains, some of them they're just kind of like they're just random dickheads.
They're just evil.
Yeah, like one of them, Jada, just likes to blow stuff up. That's his thing.
Okay, that's cool.
But yeah, I think it's got really nice moments, and I think it's something you need to give a chance though, because it can be hard to get into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Moving on.
Moving on
Moving on.
from your terrible choice. What's your favourite anime then? What do you enjoy?
I really like Attack on Titan or Shingeki no Kyojin. Yeah, it's a really cool animation, I think, and good story. Good, lovely, happy story.
Happy story.
Yeah.
Everyone is happy.
No,
all the Titans
yeah.
come along and everyone just dances.
Yeah, no one dies.
It's like the Smurfs in reverse.
Yeah. Smurfs in reverse.
Yes, the giants instead of tiny,
Oh, yeah.
tiny communists.
Oh yeah. Oh, Smurfs used to freak me out though.
Is it because they're tiny or because they're
It
blue?
was because they're blue. I thought they were like really cold.
Really cool. I'm feeling blue.
Yeah.
Or as they would say, I'm feeling Smurfish.
Oh. You watch too much.
They just used this. We've gone completely off anime and gone on to Smurfs, onto Western animation.
Yeah. So,
It's not happy at all.
yeah. Attack on Titan is kind of serious.
Quite dark. I mean,
Yeah.
that's what I liked about it, was that it was quite dark and that you don't feel safe because the characters, they can die. You like the characters, and then suddenly, bye, you've been eaten.
Yeah, like they'll give a character like a whole, 3-dimensional story, make make you understand the character in depth, and then they'll kill the character.
They will eat them.
They'll get eaten sometimes.
I think that's what makes it scarier for me, is that the eating thing, because that really creeps me out, the idea of being eaten by a giant.
Yeah. Okay. So you're not into vor then?
No.
No. Okay.
I am not into being eaten.
Good. I think that's probably safe.
Yeah.
Safe.
The idea of being chomped on.
Yeah.
And I also like the cool music in it. Action packed.
Yeah, it's got really good music, and I really like the animation style and everything. So I like Shingeki no Kyojin, but also I like Hitalia, because
that's less serious.
there is no in between my choices.
Either extreme dark or incredibly camp and flamboyant countries.
Yeah. So yeah, for those of you who don't know, Italia is basically all the countries are characters, and basically they get up to shenanigans, and they're very kind of camp. And
Yeah. They describe horrific incidents such as battles in World War II as days to the beach.
Yeah.
Things like that.
Yeah, and yeah, fun, good, yeah, Italia, yeah, well done, me. What were we gonna talk about next?
Best anime experiences.
Ah.
But I wanted to go back, carry on, and say
Okay.
Kill la Kill, which is
Okay.
becoming one of my favourite ones, which is a bit ridiculous. We just watched the first episode of it for B here, for her benefit, because I've already seen up to 18. And I like it because it is incredibly ridiculous, but at the same time it's quite an interesting story, and it's got strong female characters, that aren't your typical just, oh yeah, we're strong female characters, badly written strong ones, always badass. They're not, I mean, they are badass, but that's not why they're cool.
I just watched the first episode with Antithet, and it seemed very cool. There are lots of anime boobs.
Lots of boobs.
Lots of boobs.
It was mostly naked men in that
Yeah,
episode, to be
actually,
honest, because they just
yeah.
kept losing their clothes.
Yeah, the school armor thing.
Yeah, their Goku uniforms,
Yeah.
which are nothing like Goku's uniform. For those who haven't seen it.
Yeah. That can be a recommendation for you all.
Yeah, nudity does happen a lot, and not actual nudity, no nipples, because nipples are terrible.
Yeah, nipples are illegal. Don't know if you know that.
Yeah,
but...
just lady nipples, because
Yeah.
they're completely different. The
You can-
ability to lactate makes them
Yeah.
illegal.
Oh my... I used to think that men could lactate.
Some can apparently, but it's rarer.
Yeah.
It's not more of a natural thing.
Yeah, it's... Anyway. Yeah.
Lactation aside,
Yes.
back to the question you were going to ask. First anime experiences.
Yes. So what anime... What was your first anime, do you think?
My first one was Dragon Ball Z, technically. That was the first kind of series I watched when it was on Toonami. I'd come home from school and I'd put it on, just before my dad got back from work, and then he'd come and criticise it for just being people shouting, which it mostly is people shouting. Whoever shouts the loudest has the highest power level. And you go, ah! And I'm going Super Saiyan, but now I'm going more Super Saiyan, more Super Saiyan. And they just keep going, basically get larger and larger hair and that's how they get their power from. They go very Aryan.
So kind of like in real life.
Yes.
Yeah.
The longer your hair gets and spikier it gets, the more powerful you are.
Yes. Which explains my hairstyle.
And Jersey Shore's rise to power.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you? What was your first experience of anime?
My first anime that I watched was Pokemon. When I was a babby child.
I guess that would technically be mine as well.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't really know.
I forgot about that.
I didn't know that it was anime though, because it was just on. So I was just
Yeah.
like, let's watch Pokemon.
When I was young, Pokemon watching bearded child. So was that the first one you watched? When did you watch that then? 'Cause
Yeah. So I used to watch that on Saturdays on the television.
it was on SMTV Live, wasn't it, or something like that?
I don't know.
With Anton Deck.
Yeah, maybe. There was. I know it was. I remember seeing it on like Channel 5 on Milkshake. Like they had this weird kiddies thing, and they used to show like Tom and Jerry and Pokemon. And they also showed it on this channel with loads of adverts, which used to advertise like really weird things like health things.
Health
and,
things.
And
For children.
Insurance. Yeah, and stuff like that. Like,
During children's programs.
yeah, and like solicitors' advice during Saturday mornings for children. Yeah.
Wow. So
So-
that's your memories of Pokemon is insurance adverts.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I watched it and also kind of played the game. The games came out like at the time
Yeah.
You know, when I was young and I was the target audience for it. It was brilliant. I mean, I remember playing it at my mum's work, just playing Pokemon for hours with my original Game Boy, and we had to kind of aim it towards the light.
Yeah. I stole. I didn't steal. I borrowed my my cousin's Pokemon Silver, Pokemon Blue, because he didn't play it. So I played that first, and then I was like, oh, there's the anime of it. This is not like the game, kind of.
I think that's the thing, when people watched it and then went to play it, like as I watched it and then played it.
Yeah.
You know, I was kind of disappointed you couldn't get Pikachu first. That was only until Pokemon Yellow, and I was like, I want Pikachu. Everyone wants Pikachu. You're going to name him Ash, and then your rival's going to be Gary. Whereas in the actual manga, it was Red. He was
Red in the game too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never actually read the manga. You know, completely different to the anime as well.
Basically, they're all three things called the same thing, but they're all very different.
Very different.
Very different.
Yeah, what were your first kind of anime films that you watched then? Sort of, as opposed to series.
Films like I watched Studio Ghibli films, like Ghibli.
I prefer Ghibli, but Ghibli's fine. It's probably the proper one anyway.
Like I watched Spirited Away when I was about 7, and I didn't really get it at first, and then my mum bought it, and then I just watched it all the time, and then I got it. So
I enjoyed it.
What about you?
Again, I think the first time I ever saw any Ghibli films, or Ghibli films, whichever, was when I was about 17. It was a few years ago now. I was home ill from college, and on Channel 4 they were showing them like in the daytime, and I watched one of them, and it made me very happy. I was like, oh, this is lovely. It's all nice and sweet. And then I watched a few of them. I think I watched The Cat Returns, which had Anne Hathaway in as the girl, I think. Laputa, Castle in the Sky, which I think was out 89 when I was born.
Dun dun dun.
I know. I was acceptable in the 80s. And what was the other one? I watched bits of My Neighbor Totoro, and I've watched occasionally, caught them on Channel 4, which is quite good for showing Studio Ghibli films. That's the only place I've ever seen them on the television, like Channel 4's.
Yeah, I like them. They're feel good movies.
Yeah, especially Ponyo. That one is very cute. I watched that, and I had manly tears in my eyes from how sweet it was.
Yes, much so. Yeah, manly. Yeah.
Yeah, so we mentioned a little bit about anime and manga, but which one do you prefer? Do you prefer to read the manga first, or do you like to watch the anime first?
Depends, because I like to read the manga. Basically, I really like the animation in anime, and if it's good, and like how they transferred it from, like, I get really if it's an anime that was a manga originally, I'll kind of be comparing it to the manga, and sometimes it's not good, but other times it's great. Like like Shingeki no Kyojin, the animation is really good for that, I think.
Yeah.
And also you get to see characters' colours, which sometimes doesn't happen in the manga. So that's exciting.
That is, with all the weird hair colours that you can't tell because it's in black and white.
Yeah. What about you?
I would have to say that I prefer anime to the manga, mostly because I like the kind of, I think they involve you more with the anime. You can kind of get drawn in to it a lot easier. You get immersed. That's the word I'm looking for.
Immersed. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, one thing I really like about Naruto, for example, is the music. I think it's very, very beautiful music, and it really kind of really sets the tone for it. And I think it's just nice to kind of, I like to hear the kind of voice actors say. I mean, I can read it, but you don't kind of get the same emotion as when you're kind of hearing it
Yeah.
I think it's just because that's just, I prefer to hear it than just read it. I think it's something that kind of gets lost in the manga. You kind of have to interpret how they might say it yourself and imagine it, which is a good skill to have, imagine it. But I do kind of just prefer the anime. But saying that, I haven't actually watched the Death Note anime. I've only read the manga.
Yeah.
My big shiny black editions.
Yeah, I like the Death Note manga better, personally.
What's different about it?
In the anime, at one point, Lisa is wearing a maid outfit and she does this little song. Not a lot is different, to be honest, but that happens, and I was kind of confused. The ending is slightly different to the manga. Like, the same outcome happens, but it's just a different way how it happens.
Yeah, don't say, because people still haven't read it, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I with Death Note, it wasn't the ending I wanted. I'll say that.
Yeah, what ending were you hoping for? Spoilers ahead.
Yeah, spoiler alert! If you've not read it, don't listen to this bit.
Or read it.
Yeah, or just read it. Well,
Yeah.
read it. It's been out for a while.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
but I guess I wanted the main character to win.
You wanted Light to win.
I wanted Light to win. Yeah.
Why?
I just kind of,
He was
I
a
guess
dick.
he was a bit, but I kind of, my favourite character had gone, and so the only alternative was to have the, Light win, and I didn't want it.
I wanted Mello to win because I like Mello. He was cool.
He's no L though, really.
Yeah, but he's cool. He was the head of the mafia, and he wore leather trousers.
Yeah, but he's still no
gosh.
L.
Yeah, but
L ate cakes and
L is
sat up and
L
then
is
his
very
cool white t-shirt. Yeah. End of spoilers.
Yes.
End of spoilers.
Yeah, definitely. I like Death Note.
I'll have to get round to watching it. I'm talking about like kind of weird songs. Naruto does have one where it's after you learn the kind of names of the tailed beasts, because they do have names.
Okay.
There's a little song where it teaches you all the names of the Jinchuriki, which are the people that kind of store the beasts inside them. The tailed beasts are kind of like demons, and the demons live inside them.
Okay.
And basically it teaches you the names of them, and it's really catchy song. Yukito. I don't know any of the Japanese. I just know when it comes to the names. Blah blah blah. Son Goku. But yeah, I guess that's kind of one of the silly things that they have in the anime. And the actual anime, the translation I was watching of it, the person who had to translate the song didn't realise there was a script. So they'd scripted it, so they had to keep retranslating the song again and again. It's a shame for them.
Amazing. Well, oh yeah. Speaking of anime, do you prefer subbed anime or dubbed anime?
I guess it probably depends on what I watched first, really. I mean, like for Dragon Ball Z, I watched the dubs, and I kind of like the voice actors for that. And so I watched the kind of dubbed version of that. But I also watched the dubs for Naruto, but the subs for Naruto Shippuden. And for those who don't know, dubs v subs is whether it's dubbed over with English voices or English language, or subtitled from the original Japanese. And I guess I think with some of them, the Japanese voice actors are just better and just more dramatic.
Yeah.
And I like the here Nandato.
Yeah. I like.
Baka yaro.
Yeah. I think I like subbed better because I like the things.
You like the language.
I like Japanese, and also they are dubbing them in American voice actors, and sometimes it doesn't go. So for example, in Kurashitsuji, it's based in England, but they have the worst English accents in the world.
Oh,
Let me tell
Americans
you.
doing English accents.
I know. It is, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, don't do English accents.
Please,
basically.
dear Americans listening, don't do English accent.
Yeah.
Or if you do, don't do that kind of weird Cockney/posh one. Go, hello, mate. I'm getting a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Dick
yeah.
Van Dyke. Avoid Dick Van Dyke. He is not
Yeah.
a good example.
He was American too.
I know, and
So-
doing another Cockney accent.
Yeah.
Hello, Mary Poppins. It was awful. Yeah, but I think, you know, the people argue over which one's more superior, but I think it's just personal taste, really.
Yeah.
It can be annoying to watch like subtitles and have to read and try and catch what's happening at the same time. You miss kind of some of the subtleties of the animation, I guess, with subtitles.
Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes normally I'm just yeah. It doesn't really affect me. To
Yeah,
be
I guess
honest.
the more you pick up of the
Yeah.
language, the less you need the subtitles, don't you?
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes dubbed is funny too. Like in Hetalia, for example, because Hetalia, it's if you're watching with non-Japanese speakers, it's much better to watch it in English because it's so fast-paced that you won't be able to read all the subtitles because they just flash on for like a second.
And I guess like the English voice actors kind of, I mean, I imagine it's easier for them to do the accents as well of the like you get the French and the German accents, you got the stereotypical ones. I guess you don't really get much of them within Japan, like with Japanese culture, so they can't really kind of portray the accents in a different languages as well, can they?
Germany is very shouty.
Yeah, it's very shouting.
Yeah.
Schnell,
Yeah.
hand the hock.
Italia. Yeah. So
Those are the only German words I know from war films.
that's very cheery. Yeah. So, what are you currently watching?
Well, I was until I watched the latest episode, watching Kill la Kill, where at the end of episode 18 there's a big reveal. Something interesting about the characters. I won't say because you haven't seen it yet.
No.
But yeah.
And neither have they.
Well, they might
Probably.
not have.
Yeah,
But
so-
yeah, if you haven't, it's exciting. And also last night I was just I had a look at some recommendations and I watched this one called High School D times D or DXD.
Okay.
And it is kind of bad but kind of good at the same time. It was a bit of an ecchi, which is kind of a bit more perverted, and there were lots of kind of anime boobs, jiggling everywhere, and everyone's got massive breasts for their size. Like, I know they're about 4 foot and they've got huge breasts.
4 foot.
I don't know.
They midgets.
It's like short people with just huge breasts and gratuitous underskirt shots, and it's ridiculous. But
Basically, it's anti-Thirds kind of anime.
yeah,
He sorted
Perverted.
particularly.
yeah. I do like the perverted things. That's me. All the boobs for me. Nom nom nom. Yeah, what are you watching? What have you been watching recently?
I've been watching Attack on Titan again because it's good. It's good, man.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and I've been watching Neon Genesis. Is it
I think Evangelion.
Evangelion? Okay,
I think
I was
or
pronouncing it Evangeline,
Evangelion.
and then I was like, and then somebody else was like Evangelion, and then I don't know anymore. But
Evangelion.
yeah, basically, I've been watching the robot thingy.
Yes, the mecha.
That's based in 2015, so next year.
Next year. Giant robots for teenagers. Yay!
Yay!
Although I'm not a teenager, I don't want to get a giant robot. That's not fair.
Old.
You get a giant robot though.
No, they're only for 14-year-olds.
Ah.
So
well.
we've.
How far have you got into it? Like, what
I've only got to like episode 5. So.
See, I've started watching it as well recently. I only got to episode 2.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been informed that it gets quite weird, unusual. It's not mostly about the robot battles. It's about the kind of characters.
Yeah.
Which it's kind of the same for Naruto, I guess. In it's probably people calling me a heretic because I'm comparing the two, but a lot of it is character development and sort of learning about the characters and the people and their struggles with life than it is about the battles. The battle sequences can be short in comparison.
Yeah, battles are cool, but
unlike Dragon Ball Z is more about battles, but then or shouting, lots of shouting.
Lots of shouting.
Like, I'm going to destroy this planet in 5 minutes over 7 episodes.
Yeah.
Boom.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I also watched recently a Naruto film, the most recent one, Road to Ninja, which made me sad because it was an alternate universe where Naruto's parents, who are dead from the beginning, so that's no spoiler. They're dead as soon as you meet them in the very first episode.
What if you've never seen it or watched it?
Well, that's just kind of a part of his character. He's an orphan.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the first episode. He's got no parents.
Okay.
But yeah, and we're in an alternate universe or a Tsukuyomi or something like that, which is basically a nightmare world. And they brought his parents back, and they're two of my favourite characters, and it was sad because they were alive and they were happy with Naruto, and I was sobbing because it was like, he's never going to get this in the real canon.
Yeah.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've talked about anime that we do like, but what have you ever had anime or manga that you've not really enjoyed or just couldn't get into?
I never really got into Naruto, which you've talked so lovingly about.
I know.
Or Bleach.
Yeah, I've not. I not really got into Bleach. I guess for me it's because I watched it halfway through and I had no idea what was happening and why everyone was wearing masks and where the hell this mysterious world is.
A lot of the time with anime, you've just got to roll with it. You've just got to accept.
Yeah.
Okay. They just wear that all the time.
That's fine. This is what their normal clothes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think, and Naruto is one I'm like to. I'll have to sit you down and we'll watch the whole thing together. It will take about a month, but you'll watch it and then you'll fall in love with the characters.
You say that, but I've seen so many kind of Mickey takes and just funny things about them that I just can't take it seriously.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I mean, especially some of the early animation wasn't that great, great quality. The kind of eyes were everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, they do kind of take the mick out of it themselves sometimes with the spin-off for Rock Lee, which kind of parodies a lot of typical anime tropes as well, but it kind of takes the mick out of some of the characters and their seriousness. Like one of the characters, Neji, he's a super serious character in the anime. He's very, I've got to do my duty and honour and that sort of thing. And then in Rock Lee, they make him cross-dress all the time. He's always wearing a dress. You're kind of like, why am I wearing a dress in this one? This one where where they have a little family of Neji and Tenten and Rock Lee, and they're and Neji's the mother. He's like, why am I the mother? Why do I keep going along with these skits that he's doing?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard to get into, I guess. If you have to give it a lot of patience.
Yeah, and there's so much of it. It's a real.
There is a lot. There is. I mean.
Yeah.
I'm just finished watching episode 350 of Shippuden.
350 episodes.
The thing is, though, a lot of them aren't canon. They're filler, which is annoying. That's one of the annoying things about it, because it's being released alongside the anime, and so we're getting filler. And there was one point where it was a filler episode, and then another one, and then it would go back to canon, and then some more filler, and then back to canon. It was annoying for a while. I have to kind of try and figure out which is which. Which I guess if you read the manga, you can figure out.
There's Andy Thirt's terrible taste in manga and anime thought for you.
It's just rude. How dare you?
It's the truth.
Just because you don't love the characters like I do. You watch Fruity Basket anyway, which is...
Fruits Basket is a lovely anime manga. It's very nice and cute. It's
exactly, very nice and cute, which is everything I detest, except for, Studio Ghibli films, which are all very nice.
Andy Third. Yeah, what are you talking about? You love cute stuff.
I do. It's terrible. I am the worst person for kind of maintaining a manly macho image or tough image, because I just squee over all the cute things and sob tremendously over every sad thing or happy thing that happens in them. I'm like, they're so happy. Oh no, they're dead. Oh, everything. I just sob uncontrollably. It's terrible.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
You say judging me.
That's okay.
You judgy beat eyes. How about anime games? Do you ever play any anime games? Oh, you talked about Pokemon.
Yeah, play the Pokemon games. I haven't got X and Y yet because I don't have a 3DS at this point, but hope to get one soon.
You should, and then we can try. Oh, you're going to miss out on getting a Celebi.
Celebi?
It's like a little fairy green one that
Why
can
would I
control
miss
time.
out?
If you don't get one quick.
Is it going extinct?
Well, yes.
Oh.
No, because there's a Pokemon Bank feature, and if you download that, you get a free Celebi.
Oh, and then
You have to get it before September though,
why?
because
Why?
it's a limited offer, limited edition Celebi.
Okay, jeez. Okay, fine. Yeah. One that I really wanted to play but I haven't played yet is Ni no Kuni, which is the Studio Ghibli game.
I have played that and it is lovely, and I didn't cry on that one either. 'Cause that wasn't...
That's convincing.
I mean, it's not. It's very early on. Something tragic happens to the main character, and it's very sad. And then the kind of thing is the whole story is how he deals with stuff and getting over it, and it's really nice. It is also partly done by Studio Ghibli, I think, and they have the Japanese National Symphony doing the music to it. Yeah, the music is great though.
Yeah, I saw it a couple of years ago at Comic-Con, and I was like, it was just so great there. I was just playing it for ages.
Which Comic-Con were you at?
London, the MCM Expo.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, there's a cool looking game, the fan made SNK game, Attack on Titan one. Yeah,
we might do some kind of gameplay of that because it looks really cool.
A let's play one, yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
We do, however, have to wait until I can get a new computer.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we can. I mean, the moment I've tried to play it, but I'm really laggy and I can't kill any of the Titans.
You can't kill the Titans.
I'm useless. I'm kind of like Armin in battle.
Armin's nice.
He's good. He's a great strategist, but he's terrible at actually fighting the. I don't think he's killed one.
But his eyes make up for it. He's like,
how
cute.
Which also girl Armin has.
Yeah, Krista.
He's basically just look. I confused the two at first. I was like, is he a girl?
They were the same.
Yeah.
If you haven't watched Attack on Titan, you should just watch it just so you can see the two Armins.
Yeah.
Because they're pretty cool.
And girl Armin's lover. She's taller than her.
Ima or Yumiru.
Yeah.
Or I'm not sure how you pronounce it in English.
Begins with a Y.
Because it's Ymir, so I was pronouncing it Ima. I don't know why.
We'll call it Ima for now then.
But it's Yumiru. Yumil, maybe? Yumi? I don't know.
Tall, freckly lesbian, that's what we'll call
her. Yes. Yes, she's cool. I like her.
I've not seen them in battle either.
Well, yeah, maybe that's something to look forward to.
Oh, wait, no, don't spoil it now. If you've not watched it, it does. Something happens to the people that I can't tell you.
Something
I
happens
can't
to
tell you. I can't even say because it's just a spoiler. It's such a cool surprise when you see it.
Basically, watch the anime, read the manga. I'd say read the manga because the manga's cool.
But you miss it on
and it's
the theme song.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, what I did is I watched the anime and then I read the manga. So maybe do it like that.
Yeah, the manga is a bit further on.
Yeah, it's very further on.
And avoid the internet at all costs.
avoid the internet. Avoid our show at all costs.
Avoid communicating with anyone until you've watched all of the anime and read all the manga of everything ever.
And only then can you be truly safe from
spoilers.
From spoilers, yes.
But even then, you just know that the writer in Japan is gonna write something, and then somebody's gonna see it before you do and know the Japanese and just tell you all the spoilers and say, "Oh, you know that favorite character you like? Well, they're dead now."
Like me.
Yeah, I'm looking at you, with your evil eyes. Just that cold spoiler look in your face.
So, next week, or I don't know why it's next week.
next time. Well, if you're going away soon.
No. So we've covered basically all on our list. I mean, our minds. We've pretty much covered the topics that we wanted to talk about.
Hopefully in a more concise manner. I mean, this just seemed like it's gone on for like a half an hour like it did last time, but...
Yeah, comments. Because you didn't leave any comments last time, you bastards.
Only 12 listens, and my girlfriend wasn't even one of them. She doesn't love me enough to listen to my podcast. So, thank you to those of you that aren't our girlfriends that did listen to our podcast last time, and thank you to the ones that listened to it this time. We hope you join us again. Yeah,
so next week, leave us some kind of comment. We're hopefully going to upload it to YouTube. Shall I mention that? Or
we'll have a YouTube channel.
Yeah, okay. So we have a YouTube channel, and we're going to upload one to YouTube. So, we're going to upload them all to.
We'll try and upload all of them to YouTube with stuff on there, so that you don't have to just sit and stare at a blank screen.
Yeah. So, next time we'll be discussing if you leave a comment. We'll be discussing wherever you comment if we like it. Could be anything. Could be.
Yeah, well, we could discuss things you want to suggest as well. If anyone ever suggests any, we do put them on our Tumblrs, so.
Yeah, so.
You can find them on there.
Mhm. Yeah, so a topic that interests me recently was fat naked men. So if you want to suggest something, otherwise we'll be talking about that. We will be talking about fat naked men. Yeah. And I will be one of those fat naked men. I will take off my clothes and you will just post pictures of me nude. That's something to look forward to, yay! If you don't comment. Yeah. So I think that's a suitable threat. Yeah. So, we hope you enjoyed. If you have any, tell us your thoughts on what your favourite anime is or what your first experience was. Or do you like animes or mangoes? Do you eat mangoes? I don't eat mangoes. I don't eat mangoes. I drink mangoes. Oh yeah, I drink mangoes, but not. But mangoes aside. Mangoes aside, join us next time. Thank you for listening. Thanks. Yeah, thank you for listening. Enjoy your life. We've been Big Damn Heroes. Yeah, and you've been listening to our podcast. Yay! Bye bye for now. Bye bye.